You are listening to the Coffee with Spirit podcast with your host, Nancy Weiss. And this podcast is all about bringing spirit messages to you to give you peace, comfort, and love in a laid back way. So today's episode is all about spirit babies. And this may be a new concept to you. If it's not, this is my take on it and how I've experienced spirit babies since I'm a child and then doing it professionally. So spirit babies are the incoming souls that are transferring from the spirit world and coming in for the human experience. These are our future children, your future child. And these spirit babies are just that. They are in the spirit world, just like our past loved ones are. They're just in a different kind of area. And it's kind of hard to explain exactly how that feels when it comes to my psychic or mediumship connectiveness, if that is a word. But the spirit babies are there as souls. Some of them show up as little points of light. Some of them show me as 3 years old, 5 years old, 8 years old. They show their personalities when I'm in a session with a woman. And it is absolutely incredible to see these babies, these children, and how they are ready to come earthside. Spirit babies choose their parents very, very specifically. They choose their parents, just like we chose ours, for very specific lessons that they need to learn in this lifetime for their soul's evolution. They also come through us because of soul contracts. So you may have heard, in past life stories, that some children, some people stay in very similar groupings, such as maybe you're the mother in this lifetime, but the next time your mom is your daughter, or things like that. And it's all because, we love each other, we learn from each other, and that is how we grow in our soul. So spirit babies have been a thing for me since I was a child, only I didn't know it was spirit babies until I got older and was trying to conceive on my own or with my husband. And as a child, I would connect with spirit babies, incoming souls that wanted to come into this earth, where I knew that people were pregnant, where I would have had no idea. I knew people related to other people who might have been pregnant. And I would also sense babies that were miscarried. And sometimes also missing children as well. So it's kind of spanned a lot over my lifetime. And it wasn't until my 40s and, it's 4:44 p.m. All right, make a wish. It wasn't until working through IVF and as a spiritual fertility coach who was working with energy and Reiki and energy healing that the term spirit babies came up. And I was just blown out of my mind because I realized, holy crap, I have been talking to spirit babies this whole time, and here it was coming full circle. And that's when I decided to start really talking to my spirit baby, and that is Luna, my first daughter, who is now 6 years old. And it was just an incredible relationship and experience to talk with her, to feel her, to see her, to experience her, to hear her little voice, to hear her say, hey, my middle name is Grace, and to hear all these things, and for her to send me these beautiful signs and symbols that she was constantly sending me once I started to form the bond with her. And if you've ever gone through difficulty getting pregnant, you know that your faith can really wane at times. You could really start to worry about, okay, is this ever going to happen for me? And so connecting with your spirit baby is such an incredible way to form that deep connection even before your child is here, and really bring in the faith, the hope, and trust that you will conceive and bring your child earthside. So I would love to do another podcast where I'll talk more about connecting with the spirit baby. But this was an incredible, this is an incredible concept and so helpful for women that are working to conceive. There are some women that say, well, I'm not psychic. Like, how am I supposed to do this? I can't do it. Or, they worry that they don't have a spirit baby. And there are very different answers to all of those things, right? Everyone has a spirit baby or can call in a spirit baby. We do have spirit babies that are kind of hanging around us, sometimes that don't necessarily come in through in this lifetime, but choose to come in another lifetime, or were with us in a past life, which did a recent session with somebody from their spirit baby in a past life, which was absolutely incredible. But women can connect with their spirit baby, even if they don't feel psychic or their intuition they don't feel is so great. It is like a muscle. It is like practicing. And the more that you do it, the more you look to connect, the more you start talking to that baby, the stronger the bond becomes. So that's what I wanted to share with you today in this little short podcast about spirit babies and just how incredible they are. I currently do spirit baby readings for women that are looking to connect with their spirit baby. And if you are interested in doing that, there is a link below to book your session with me where we can connect with your spirit baby, get their name, maybe get their gender. We'll definitely get their gender and see what messages they have for you. I find that a lot of women who've never done this kind of work before do great with having that first session and then building their own communication and connection from there. Because while it's great that I'm able to connect with them, it's really you, the mom, that wants to connect with that child and start to form that bond before pregnancy. So I'll drop that link below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. All right, I'll see you next week.